Welcome everybody to the video. Today we are getting the signs installed at our office. This is a major part of our renovation. It's actually a major part of our budget that we allocated here because signs are probably a little more costly than you may have expected. But in this video, I want to share with you guys basically the whole process from start to finish. I mean, a month ago we had them in with the quotes and they did the measurements and everything, but we will show you that process. The installation is set for around 1:32. So we'll document that entire process. But yeah, why don't we kind of give you the rundown on what this sign situation of ours is all about. So the first sign that we have to get done is of course the door. And I don't think you can actually see it on here, but if I go up a little bit, there's also a big sign above the door. So this is what we had previously. This was done by my dad. We're actually going with the same company, so they gave us a bit of a discount, repeat customer. But we have one major sign up there, which they quoted us here. It says 2 sets for $1,500 plus tax. Now that isn't the price that we paid, but that's obviously a major sign, 145 inches by 60 inches. And this whole decal is what it's called, is gonna be replaced too. So it's no longer gonna say Magnolife Securities. It's no longer gonna say Beavis Wealth Management. But as you can see from this little mock-up here, that's basically what it's gonna look like when it's all said and done. So we're gonna have one banner that says the Investing Academy, and then of course the Investing Academy sign up there. It's quoted here $1,500. That's not right? So the total price for this entire project was $2,040. But they gave us 10% off.
Plus 5% tax.
Plus 5% tax. So
which comes out to like $1,900.
Which comes out to $1,900. So we're looking at just under $2,000, let's call it, for the decal, the upgraded sign above, and of course the reception desk. And actually what comes included in that as well is that we do have a couple of dedicated parking spaces. They're gonna look a little something like this, but these alone came in at $220 plus tax for the pair of them. So a couple $100 just to get those parking signs in. I mean, it's something that you kind of have to do, and it just played a part in the bigger package. Well, now we're up in the reception area. This is basically Nancy's area. You don't really see the reception desk here, but right behind us, this is like our black accent wall. And we decided to go with a big white logo up there. This one quoted us $850 plus tax. And the type of material was 3/4 inch gator foam. I think you can get a number of different materials, but I think this was actually more on the affordable side, the more economic side. But yeah, it should look good. Again, these numbers that I'm looking at are a little bit off because they basically packaged everything as a bundle. But for those two major signs, boom and above the door, plus those two parking signs and the decal, we're looking at just shy of $2,000 Canadian. And we've already paid them a deposit of about half of that, paid it by e-transfer. That's the way they requested it. Don't know if that's standard or not, but that's what we did. We're gonna see how the installation goes. Assuming everything goes well, they'll get the rest of their money, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Obviously we did consider some options like LED ones and kind of backlit ones, but now you're getting up in the cost department. And yeah, we tried to keep this renovation under a budget. I think we originally said, what was our original budget, Arvin? $5,000. Yeah, it went over $5,000. So that wasn't happening, but we're still trying to be as careful as possible. So yeah. Whoa. One thing that we noticed and learned is that we don't have any AI files.
Which stands for?
Adobe Illustrator.
What is an AI file? AI file extension represents Adobe Illustrator artwork file. The graphic file format is in the creation of Adobe systems.
Okay, okay. We built our logo on Photoshop. I built it on Photoshop, but apparently that's not good enough. When you blow it up big time, you can still see blurry lines and stuff. Can you get that? Remember the comparison that you did between the AI file and the non-AI file?
So this is the Photoshop file, and this is an AI file after they connect all the lines and the dots and everything.
So yeah, it's basically pixelated. Like
even if you continue to go and you go closer and
there's basically no pixels.
If you go into this one, you can like
literally see.
So that's an Illustrator thing, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why when they're cutting things out, they can't cut like half shaded pixels like that. They need it to be an actual line, which is actually why the people today, they told us that it's going to take a whole nother day because they need to redo that. But at least they didn't say, they said they usually charge people for that, but they said they weren't going to charge us.
Yay.
Oh, no one told us that. I thought you guys were going to be like the ones to like remove the sign and then replace everything as well.
Here, can I talk to him?
1 second, my boss wants to talk to you.
Hello?
Hi.
It's Alex.
Hi, Alex. Yeah, what's the issue here?
Yeah, I'm because I just suddenly remember to ask you like there's previous signage on the wall.
Yeah, of course, we're getting them replaced.
Okay, because normally the procedure is removing the old one and then do the painting, and then after painting dry, we put the new signage on.
Nobody told us that.
Okay, because I think there's a communication. No one told me.
Who was the guy that came?
Charles.
Charles came to our office and he literally took pictures of everything.
Okay. I just see it. I only see the kind of the quotation picture with the everything covered with new signage. I thought that was the clean wall. But no worries. We can still do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys heading this direction soon?
We'll be there on time.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting by, but yeah, we'll be ready for 2 o'clock.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, thanks so much.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Here, maybe while he's doing that, Jesse.
Yeah, we need a timeout,
showcase my
timeout.
newest piece.
Oh, sure, cool.
Yeah.
Major update to the office.
Oh! It was just a chair. But yeah, here's our newest piece.
Love. Piece.
Piece, yeah, the newest piece I meant.
That's good.
But yeah, no, it's pretty good. As you can see, it's a Volkswagen hippie van, sliding door. To take a look inside the van. Might be a little hard to see in there, but you got a little sink. Yeah, so you got a sink. You got, if you open up this little door, look, you got like a cupboard full of things. If you actually open up the trunk, well, actually, no, you can't open the trunk, but let's open up the back and kind of see what we got going. Because you actually have a reclining sofa bed, right? Hey, blur out the license plate. We don't want anybody seeing that. Sliding opening doors. How else are you gonna get in if you don't have the doors to open? I could probably leave it with the thing open like that.
That looks pretty cool.
But at the same time, I like how I designed this side. Because these are all stickers, by the way. I put that there. It may look like it came like that, but I designed it. I think you put it up there that you thought was nice, right? Like that. Yeah, and if they haven't already seen this one, then I think this would be a great time to show my most recent one other than this one. It's Super Mario. And as you can see, he actually makes his way through the obstacle course with the crank of a nozzle.
The crank of a crank.
Yeah, with the crank of a crank. And of course you have your life-sized, buttons. They obviously don't work, but in here, this actually does work. Well, it doesn't actually work, but it's life-sized. And you just pop it in. But I like to keep it kind of like out like that, just a little bit. And then of course, to the left, you have the Disney castle. This wasn't my choosing, but I made it. But you got all your Disney pals. It's so tall that we had to actually do 2 levels. And then you have your friend's apartment and then a police station.
They're here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Bittersweet, you know?
This was a sick hostile takeover. All our plans are coming to fruition.
Hostile takeover. I can't wait till my dad gets back and sees everything. I'm sure he'll be sad, but also happy.
You might cry.
He might cry.
Let's try to make him cry, but like a good happy cry.
Yeah, happy tears, of course. So it's currently 2:08, and they're estimating the process to be done around 5 to 5:30. So that's pretty long, give or take.
They arrived right on time.
They arrived right on time, and the turnaround for this project, so 3 to 3.5 hours. We thought we were going home in like maybe 30 to 40 minutes. That said, as they said, they are gonna have to do a quick paint job over that older area, just so you don't see those old marks. But then as that's drying, we're gonna go get the receptionist one set up. But yeah, it's kind of what's happening here. Hi.
Park.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello, hello.
Oh my god. Scraping it off.
Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm ready. Ooh, are you putting a sign at the front door too?
Yeah?
Oh, wow. Cool.
What else are we gonna put up there if there's no sign on the front door?
Okay. You're not gonna put anything that the Strata Council's gonna get mad about, eh?
Probably not.
I think they got permits to put everything up already.
Darwin says they already got permits.
Okay.
Strata can suck it.
This is a big day there, huh?
I think so.
I'm okay with it.
Nice, Dad. Well, thought you wanted to be part of this moment, you know?
No, I appreciate that. It's all just gone. Oh my god. It is
not-
a little bit like
It's
weird.
not
I
it's not
must say.
gone. It's not gone. It's just a little change, you know?
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like it feels a little bit weird, but it's all good.
You know what Jesse said?
What?
He said the hostile takeover is basically finally finished.
It'll be official in about half an hour or an hour. Well, it's funny because there's that picture, Brandon, where you're sitting at my desk and it says, "One day this will be all mine."
That's actually true. We do have that.
I thought that was a joke.
I thought it'd be way longer than it happened.
Unreal. Okay, yeah, give me a video later.
Okay, sounds good, Dad.
Nancy still there?
She's just hanging out right there.
Hey, Nance.
Hey, bye.
Thank you for coordinating these young whippersnappers, keeping them in line.
No problem. Thanks.
Talk to you guys later.
Okay, bye, Dad.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That looks pretty good. So we've just got the old sign taken off. A lot of squeegee work done, but it's off. I've always wondered how they did this. So it looks as though they have a paper with another paper on top with the decals somehow embedded in there, and they're eyeballing it right now. And now they're using some sort of blue tape to stick it on. And blue tape is what seems to be holding it in place while they decide what's next.
Thank you for describing tape.
Hopefully you guys are liking this type of stuff in the video. You know, if you like this type of stuff, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave comments down below for more content. But yeah, that's kind of the goal of the second channel, is to show these types of things that happen every day. Well, this doesn't happen every day, but things like this that happen pretty much every day. Okay. Wow. So the decal is complete. Now we gotta quickly move our cars because they're gonna quickly do the parking signs and then move on to the big kahuna and then come back for the little kahuna outside. But yeah, it looks really crispy, I'd say. The how straight the lines are. I don't know. I like it. Is that enough space there, Dad?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
If anybody parks in my spot at any time of the day or night, so that was just like chalk basically that outlines it kind of?
Yeah, it's just a powder.
Just so you can see.
Yeah, so you can see the location.
Oh, I see, fascinating.
This part still needs to be adjusted.
Still needs to be adjusted. Okay.
稍微离个点啊，
嗯，
把 S 顶上了嘛，是不是？
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, a mix
Yeah.
of this.
The
brand
two, it
and
actually kind of makes it look cool in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it.
That's what I told you.
Yeah, no, good.
It worked good.
Great idea. No, it looks good.
Looks good?
Nice. Looks great. The E looks kind of weird, hey?
Which one?
The E.
The small one?
Yeah, the E like on Beavis.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like
It's a
cut weirdly, you know?
that's the original photo. Looks exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because yeah, here it looks looks more like in the middle, you know?
Yeah, but the photo I received and then all the font is based on that photo you sent to me.
Oh, okay.
That's why I feel like even this one is so hard to cut.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so hard to cut. Yeah.
Yeah, use the hand to cut because the machine cannot go inside.
Yeah, it's like a little squashed. It looked like it got squashed. Is that something that, like, if we just wanted one letter replaced, like, what if we wanted it to look, you know, I want it to be more more like the middle one kind of in the middle.
The middle one?
Yeah. Well, how would that be changeable? Like, you know, just the E and leave everything else. 'Cause everything else looks perfect.
Okay.
Everything looks perfect, but this E is like more.
Oh.
You know, more like more in the center.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
It's like a normal.
it's like a normal.
I don't know why the photo it looks different. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Just try.
Try.
You can decide to outline it.
Like cut it and then put it higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know, I don't know if we'll
Let's try.
even if it's like a like that
Garbage really.
that might work, you know.
Okay, let's try. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like that would be. You know,
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, that will work actually. I'm completely
Yes.
okay with that.
That's a good idea.
That's awesome because that's very smart.
That's a great idea.
All right, so we might have just averted a major hiccup, but you know, quick fix.
Yeah, that's a quick fix.
That's a quick fix, and it's harmless. But the E was a little bit lower than.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, yeah. Let's make sure it's perfect
Yeah,
here.
make sure it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, that looks. I like that.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Alright.
Alrighty guys, so just in wrapping up today's video, now the process is pretty much entirely done. They're actually technically still downstairs working on the outside sign, but really the reception area was the biggest thing that I was kind of excited for. Obviously we had a minor hiccup, but it all worked out great. And these installers did an amazing job. They were very accommodating, very friendly. Now that I've seen the process, I'll give you guys a little bit of insight. From start to finish, it took about 2.5 hours of installing. And that was taking off the old stuff, putting on the new stuff, lining everything up. I actually found it very fascinating, at least for the big reception desk one. What they did was they had like a big tracer thing essentially, and they used some powder. They had like powder dust, and they basically just traced an outline so they knew exactly where to put them. They put a little epoxy glue with the big foam pieces and put them in place, but they were slightly moldable so that they could level it out with time. With our logo in particular, because that investing part was too thin for the foam, we did have to go with vinyl, but at the same time, you know, I don't think it looks too bad actually at all. I think it provides a little bit of a dynamic. I hear them coming upstairs now, but overall I'd say it was a really, it's good. It was a good process. All in, this was a project of about $2,000 as we've mentioned before, and I think it's just one of those costs that if you have a business, if you have a brand that you're trying to build, it's one of those costs that you kind of just got to suck up and do, because these are going to be up on our walls for years and years to come. It's going to be a piece, a staple as part of our branding, and I'm glad to have it done. If you guys enjoyed the video, you liked learning about this process, give it a thumbs up. I really hope you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about signs and how that works, but we'll see you guys all in the next video.